Hey, social media. This is Walter Lundy with Regional IT Services, professional technology assistance, computer repair, affordable domains, as well as a variety of technical products and services. We want to be your one-stop shop when it comes to all things IT and technology related. Leave the technology to us so you can focus on what you do best, running your business. Today is a special day. This is the first of what I hope to be many ongoing tech support, tech specialist podcasts. We want to establish ourselves as your go-to when it comes to all things IT and business IT related. We want to show you how you can use IT to leverage your business. We want to help you with your support issues and answer the technology questions that you may have. Take some of the tech and out of technology. For those of you who may not be techies, we want to make things more simplified for you. For those of you looking to get into the tech business or get into the technology field, we want to bring some guests on here, and hopefully they can help you and show you some of the things that you need to learn in order to get your foot in the door in the tech field. We want to show you as business owners how you can use technology to leverage your business and help you increase your production and brand awareness, how technology will make your company run smoother and more efficiently. I also want to give you all a background tour of my office and kind of show you what I do on a daily basis, give you an insight of kind of how I think and how I view things as it pertains to technology. Kind of show you my network, the PCs that I run on my network, give you all a tour of my office, let you see what I see on a daily basis, and just give you all an idea, take y'all on a quick tour. Come on with us and kind of show you what it looks like here in our tech world. As you can see here, and I'm going to just show you some of the PCs on our network and tell you what we use them for and why my network is set up the way that it is. This PC right here that I'm actually doing the live broadcast from, this PC I actually use to run all my cameras. I have unique names for each one of my PCs as well, and there's a reason that I have different backgrounds to let me know which PC that I'm remoted into at the time. All of these PCs are on my network, and they're all controlled by my gaming laptop, which is, I'm going to show you. If you can look here on my network, y'all might hear my dogs bark from time to time. My dogs are outside. I don't know if you can see here, but this is my laptop. This is my gaming laptop. I don't know if you all can see that, but that's my gaming laptop there, right here. So we're gonna go. That gaming laptop is the main laptop that I use to remote into all of my other systems. This one is the one. It has the company background, the company logos. That's how I know when I'm in this computer. I only use this computer strictly for remoting into the other PCs on the network, as well as I run my video games from this computer. I play most of my video games on Steam. I either use my mouse. This is my gaming mouse here, and that's my gaming keyboard there, as well as I have an Xbox controller that I use as well for games that require a controller. So that's my gaming laptop there, and then if you can see right next to my gaming laptops, of course I already knew this was going to happen. I already knew my dogs were going to start barking once I went live, so I just decided I'm going to go anyways because I already knew, Murphy's Law tells me that they were going to start barking as soon as I went live. So we're just going to ignore them for now, and I'll figure out, kind of how I'll arrange them later on when I go live so that they're not barking and interfering with the video. But like I said, I already knew that was going to be the case, so y'all just bear with me on that. And I run all my video games on Steam. This is Steam. That's my gaming library. It has all my games in there that I run. And so I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you here. You see those two computers there. One is a Lenovo ThinkCentre. The other is a Dell. I'm not sure which one is which, but these computers are. One is Miles O'Brien. The reason I call that computer Miles O'Brien is because this computer, Miles O'Brien, he's the chief engineer on Deep Space Nine. He's the chief engineer, the head engineer on the ship. His job is to make sure the ship runs efficient, that is using the resources as efficiently as possible, always looking for ways to improve the efficiency of the ship, which is a similar job to a network administrator. Your job is always trying to increase bandwidth, to increase delivery time on applications, to make the network faster, to make everything more efficient, more smoother. So that's the same world that a network administrator lives in. So of course I'm going to gravitate towards that character, and he plays that character real well on that show. This PC is pretty powerful, has a lot of RAM and a real large hard drive. So I use this PC to create my different virtual machines that I need. And what a virtual machine is basically a software computer that you install on your normal existing computer.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Or a server. It far as it can tell, is its own individual machine. It doesn't even know that it's software based and that it's on top of another machine. One of the ones I run on there, one of the virtual machines I run is called Mace Windu. It's an Ubuntu Linux desktop, and I use this one, so I do keep it on there. Mace Windu was one of the Jedi Knights in Star Wars, actually a Jedi Master, and his character was played by Samuel L. Jackson. What makes him unique is that he has a purple lightsaber. So I have other virtual machines on there, but those I use more for testing. This one I actually use and work out of, so I'm not really going to show you any of the other VMs. But this PC has a large hard drive, a lot of RAM, and so it's still a very good machine. This machine here, which is one of these, is either the Dell or the ThinkCentre. I forget which is which. But this PC, I call it Geordi LaForge, and his character was on Star Trek The Next Generation. I use this visor because this character wears this visor as he's blind, and this allows him to be able to see as far as like frequency and things like that. But he's one of the engineers on the ship, and he works hand in hand quite often with Miles O'Brien. So those two, you'll see a lot of scenes with them two on camera, and they'll be discussing it. A lot of geek talk amongst them two characters about making the ship more efficient, make the warp core more efficient, things of that nature. And so I really like that character. If you can see on here, I haven't even activated Windows on this machine. This is what I call a sandbox machine. What I use this for, to run applications that I'm not familiar with, that I'm not sure may have viruses on them or not. I run them here and I test them out here. So if I have a problem with it, or it infects the machine, or it contains a virus, I just pull it off the network. I reload it and put it back on the network for the next time I test it. So I don't really have anything important on this machine, any data that really matters. So I normally just image this machine a lot. Whenever I'm testing anything out, I'll test it out on this particular PC. So that's what that particular PC there is for. Then I'm going to show you my laptop here. This laptop is called Snorlax. If any of you are familiar with Pokemon in any kind of way, Snorlax is a big, strong, slow, powerful Pokemon, which describes this laptop. It is big and it's powerful, but it's slow. The reason that laptop is slow is because it doesn't have that much RAM in it. It does have a big hard drive, but I think it's running, I want to say maybe 4 gigabytes of RAM, but it's real slow. But I don't use it for much of anything. I mainly use this PC to do team meetings That's about the majority of what this. And I also will lift that. I also will lift the laptop up when I'm away from the house, and that allows me to look back in the house through the cameras. So it allows me to see back into the house through the camera that's on here, and it allows me to look at the other PCs and things on the network. So that's the main thing that I use that laptop for. So it doesn't really need a lot of speed or a lot of power. It suffices doing what it does now. I'm going to show you this PC here. As you can see, this is my Mac PC right here, and this Mac PC on my network, I call it Ethereal 337. If any of you watch the camera's over here. So if any of you watch Star Wars, in Han Solo, he drives the Millennium Falcon, and they had this droid called Ethereal 337. Well, she was Han Solo's right-hand droid, and her programming contained a bunch of the maps that were unknown to the rest of the Federation and to the rest of the Empire. They were smugglers, so it had a lot of the smuggling maps. And when she got injured and died, she transferred her consciousness to the Millennium Falcon. So that's why I named my Mac after that character. She was like a revolutionary type droid. So that's what that Mac is called. That's Ethereal 337. And let me go back. I forgot to show you one thing in regards to her. She's displayed right there using this projector. So everything's on that Mac. And as you can see, that's my Steam games over there. I mostly broadcast Steam via that machine, do some searches, a couple other things that I use it for. But that's the majority. I like to do my video conferencing. Of course, it syncs with my phone, so I can do my video conferencing, take my FaceTime calls, and get my text messages from my phone. So I like my Mac because it syncs up with my phone and my iPad. So that's what I use that for. And we're going to get back over here. And if you can see here, this is my server. This server, I call it DS9 because it's the space station. The reason I say that it's the space station because it's the backup for all of my network. It backs up all of my devices. Not just my devices, it also backs up my customer devices as well. So all my customers' devices, they back up to this server as well. I back it up in increments, normally like twice a week. So I can normally go back a few days if their PC was stolen, crash, and restore their laptop or desktop back to that last backup that they received. And that's what that server's for. And I'm going to show you this PC here. If you can see this PC here, this is my desktop. I'm sorry, this is my laptop. And that laptop is here. Let's put it here. Y'all can see I was on Amazon earlier today. But this laptop here is the laptop that I carry with me when I go on job sites or when I go to customer locations. I take this one with me. This laptop is called Worf, Son of Mold. Worf is a character that played on Star Trek DS9. He also played on Next Generation. I really like that character. He's a Klingon and he's a warrior. He's real disciplined, real stern, real rigid, awesome character. One of my favorite characters in sci-fi. But I normally don't too much like to carry my laptops with me. My laptop that I keep in the car, I actually end up breaking a display on it. So I've been carrying this with me. But normally I just like to keep a laptop that I use for travel that doesn't have any data on it other than what I need to remote back into my network here at home. So I take that laptop with me. Anything I need, I just remote back into my home network. And that keeps me from having to take the risk of losing. I think too, the less you move these laptops around, the longer the hard drives last. And that eliminates the risk of me losing any data, somebody stealing my laptop, anything like that. So that's what I use that one for. So now I'm back in Peter Parker, which is the one that controls all of my cameras over here. And the reason I like Peter Parker to control all my cameras is when I take my cameras off the network, then I can just unplug this or shut this device down, and I know that all my cameras are turned off. So I'm not in my office or moving around, and I have I forget to turn any cameras off, and any cameras are picking up anything in the background. So that's what that PC is for. So I kind of just wanted to give you all a little rundown of my setup. Eventually, I want to start bringing some of my customers on the show, let them help you understand how technology helps their business and how it helps improve their service and production. I want to interview some business owners on here and let them help you understand how technology helps their business as well. I want to answer your tech questions. So if you got any of those tech questions, feel free to message them to us so we can answer them in the next shows, upcoming shows. Of course, I knew that dog was going to be barking. As soon as I stop this, I guarantee you they won't be barking anymore. That's just Murphy's Law. That's why I didn't even bother with it. And so after I get off of here, after I'm done with this live video, I'm going to try to bring these to you fairly regularly. I want to try to educate you as well as entertain. I want to show you all how the recruiting process works in IT, the good and the bad. Some of the office politics you'll encounter, how to deal with different types of customers, different levels of executives. Any of your IT questions that you feel I may be able to answer, we want to do that. But I'm going to cut it short here. I've rambled on a lot longer than I wanted to, but we've gone about 25 minutes. But like I said, I just want to introduce you all to what I do and how it's done, kind of let you see behind the scenes. But thank y'all for tuning in. Most of all, make sure y'all share our advertisement. That's the equivalent of giving us free money by sharing our advertisement out on Facebook, because I do have to pay for that advertisement. Most of all, I want to thank y'all that's been recommending and using our products and services. I want to give a special shout out to a good friend of mine, Patricia Reese. Thank you for investing in me. She's my very first customer, and I just want you all to know the importance of people investing into you, because when she used my services, it gave me the confidence to believe in myself that I could actually do this. And now here we are 6 years later, still around, still floating, still thriving, only getting better at what we do, getting more efficient, improving processes, and hopefully grow brand awareness and grow our audience via our tech talks and our tech podcast. And I'm not just going to always stick to tech. I kind of want to let you know how we can leverage tech into our current everyday lives to help us all, go into this technology wave with more confidence. Anyways, get over to our website, www.regionalitservices.com. Thank y'all for tuning in, and leave the technology to us so you can focus on what you do best, running your business.